Southwest Cumberland County, including the town of Hope Mills, has a new land use plan that was 2 years in the making. Will Denning from the Cumberland County Planning and Inspections Department introduces us to the newly completed plan, which is available for review on the county's website.
A brief introduction to the Southwest Cumberland Land Use Plan. At the completion of the 2010 plan back in the mid-90s, the Cumberland County Joint Planning Board asked the staff to do detailed plans for the entire portion of the county. Since that time, we've taken a break to complete the 2030 Growth Vision Plan, but we've done 10 plans, and the Southwest Cumberland is the 10th segment in that series. The definition of the area is basically bounded on the west by Hope County, on the north by the city of Fayetteville, on the south by Robertson County, on the east by Business 95, and it includes the interchange around Hope Mills, which is the portion that's inside of town of Hope Mills city limits. And it also includes the town of Hope Mills in its entirety. We started a report around the mid-2011, and we initially, the way we do our reports is we start out gathering data. We spend about 2 months gathering all kinds of information, demographic information, economic information, natural information about the land itself, utilities in the area, all the infrastructure. Once we gather all this information, we schedule what we call a Citizens Planning Committee meeting. The Citizens Planning Committee, which we call it a vision session, and we ask the citizens to 3 questions primarily: what's good about the area, what's bad about the area, and what do you want the area to look like in the future? We also conduct a questionnaire with the attendees, and we compile all of this information. And from this citizens meeting, we ask for volunteers to participate on a Citizens Planning Committee, which is a group of citizens that works with the staff to actually develop the plan. During the course of the Southwest study, we had a series of meetings, and that process of developing the plan, it could take anywhere, depends on the nature of the group. In the Southwest area, it took about 2.5 months to complete that process. And in that process, at the end of that process, this steering committee completes their plan, and that plan is presented back to the citizens at a meeting that's scheduled with the community to get feedback. The staff and usually a representative from that committee makes a presentation to the community. In return, the community responds to the citizens' recommendations, and there could be changes. In some cases, there are changes. And all of that information is taken, recorded, and it's taken back to the steering committee, and they reconsider all the issues and opinions they got on the plan, and they finalize their plan. Okay, in that process, once the plan is completed, then the staff completes writing the document. That document is then presented to the Cumberland County Joint Planning Board at a public hearing, which was held in September, and the Planning Board recommended approval of the plan, and it will be going to the Board of Commissioners, who will be considering it on the 18th of November. The key findings for the area is, first of all, their main product is the land use plan. And basically what the land use plan does is it tells where different land uses, the community want different land uses to occur, and that land use being either commercial, residential, industrial. with residential development, they also look at the density of residential development and the housing types. You know, whether you want multifamily or single family, you want a mixture of manufactured homes with stick-built homes. That's all in the land use plan. They also looked at some other things. They had a punch list of just items that came up in the process. It could be intersection improvements to improve traffic situation. It could be a drainage problem in the area. It could be a safety problem. It could be a crime problem, something that has absolutely nothing to do with planning, but they want it in the document. So all of those items are part of their recommendation that's in the document. The land use plan document is used by the Board of Commissioners and the Cumberland County Joint Planning Board to make decisions on future land use decisions. And case in point, if a developer comes in or a citizen comes in and wants to change zoning on their property, then this becomes the guide in which they actually make those decisions. It is not the only tool they use to make those decisions, but it's one of the primary tools they use to make their decisions because it is a reflection of the desires of the people in the community. One of the things I want to add about this report is that this study area was the largest study area that we've had to do. It includes the entire town of Hope Mills. In the document is basically two documents. There's a document about the unincorporated portion of the county and the town of Hope Mills. So the first portion covers the document in the unincorporated area, the second portion, Hope Mills, with all the data that's associated with them. There are copies of this document in our office. We're at 130 Gillespie Street in the planning department, or you could go online to the Cumberland County website. That website is www.co.cumberland.nc.us. And just click on planning and it will pull up this document, but it also pull up all the other documents that we've done throughout the county.
Julian McIntyre grew up on a farm in Robeson County. A World War II veteran and a North Carolina State University graduate, he worked for 34 years with the U.S. Department of Agriculture Soil Conservation Service. He moved to Cumberland County in 1968 and was a district conservationist for 18 years until his retirement. Over the years, he spent long hours in the fields with landowners discussing and working on windbreaks, irrigation ponds, and drainage ditches. Mr. McIntyre was inducted into the Cumberland County Agricultural Hall of Fame in November. He was honored for his work on a wide range of conservation projects, including the Flea Hill drainage system in Eastover and Wade.